This is Pastor J. I'm back. This is Gospel TV, and I'm at the Secret Word with a lot of my friends. First of all, I want you to check out. We're back together again. This is me. Y'all know who this is. This is Tiffany with Poetry Family doing her thing right here. You're gonna see a clip with her doing her thing behind the mic.
We hit 2,500 families last year.
Did you hear that? Explain to them.
I provide hygiene items and cleaning supplies to families that can't afford them. And it's exciting because I have no budget, but I got enough toiletries to last me the rest of the year for everybody that I come across. Outreach programs for the city of Houston, including mentally disabled felons and families, parents that are in drug court. They lost their kids to CPS and they have to go to court every Thursday to prove that they're on the right track to get their children back. And I help them get that, supplement. And then the Wild program at the YWCA.
Okay.
It's a 5-year living facility for girls who age out of CPS and foster care. So from 18 to 25, they can live for free. And all they have to pay for is their food and hygiene items. So I give them the hygiene items and they save money.
Look at that.
Yeah, so it's really awesome. I'm meeting a lot of great people.
Now, if someone's listening to this video and they need to get in contact with you, I know you're sitting there saying, how do I get in contact with this woman?
My cell phone number is 713-396-2787. You can Google Toiletries for Families. You can email. You can come by wherever I'm at. You come here and bring a donation if you want to come and leave your name and where I can bring the stuff to at the Secret Word, 2016 Dowling. Or ask people, you can call me.
That's right, that's right. Look, we want to make sure, see, this organization is a very, very powerful organization. What I mean by that is anointed by God. This is not an organization where she's trying to get the glory for herself. When I tell you no budget, when I tell you she is not like tapping into grants and all of that, God is really providing for this organization to go to higher heights and deeper depths in Him. So if you need a blessing, if you need it, not taking advantage, then make sure you get in contact with this lady. You can also go to any one of my 18 websites and get in contact with me, and I'll direct you to this angel, Tiffany Scales, on Gospel TV.
Is actually what her stage name says. So, you already building energy. You already building energy. You already building energy for. You ready? Y'all still not building energy. Y'all waiting for the name. Lyrik, the word, Matician.
Hallelujah.
Hi. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Oh, my heart is so full. You are phenomenal. Indeed. Okay, so anybody go to IHOP at like 2 in the morning, even though you're supposed to be on diets and not supposed to eat after 8 because you know your system's not going to digest that early enough to get up and not be full again? Okay, no, just me. Well, I was at IHOP last week, and it was crazy because on Wednesday I asked my friend if she'd ever been to a funeral. And immediately she starts crying because she has never lost a friend or family member in her whole lifetime. And it made me kind of sad because I could only imagine the heaviness that she would be feeling whenever that happened. But I had no idea where those words came from. The next day, her sister woke up crying because she'd had this dream that their mother passed away, and that was a little too surreal for me, so I Googled it, and the idea of it not being so literal, but the sense of somebody dying to themselves was really present. So we went to IHOP on Friday, and there was this table 3 tables away from us, and these kids, I swear they were like 18 years old, talking about how good God is and how they were going to make this plan to make everybody else fall in love with Him. And we sat there, our food got cold, and we were just so inspired by the fact that these young folk could sit up here and talk about ways to manipulate their friends to make them fall in love with Him. And it was really beautiful because my friend doesn't go to church, but it was so much of an impact on her that she begged me to go to mine, and she hasn't stopped since, and I'm really proud of the idea that somebody's a little bit closer to Him. I took toiletries to the house of those the government left out. I shook the shaky hand of a spouse who fell paralyzed, felt paralyzed, weighed down, never found that peace in bottles of Crown lying around on the ground, and I didn't even know what color his carpet was. But I could smell the stench of mothballs and skin, dried over 10 times because well, the water was too cold and nobody had sense to know that their house could never have visitors because well, Mr. was always lying on the couch and well, their grandchildren lied in the bedrooms with their parents and nobody had sense of knowing how the rent would be paid, but there were only 3 incomes and well, $725 can only do so much because well, before tax it's only $1140 a month, and when you have $750 on rent and $280 on water and light bills, and then there's $400 for that daycare for each of those 4 grandchildren. I'm saying though, can you really blame them though? Mothers spinning their tails on poles and fathers on street corners claiming to be pharmacists without the credentials. And I understand that our perception is based on our reality, but if you would just step back and have the thing be a little more broader so your perception would be a little clearer. So understand that you might not understand what they're going through, but we're all in this process of growth. So when you get on this stage and somebody has you exposed and they talking mess because they knew what you did last week, you still had a chance to die to yourself and be able to stand up here and speak the truth of what you're going through, and understand that nothing you go through is worth anything but points to make examples to somebody else. And I promise it's not without question that your purpose is purposeful. And I really wanted to spit this piece that I read, that I wrote, and I really wanted to really because of Joe, and he said something about roots, so I'm going to, but this was a freestyle and I appreciate you for listening. Woo.